Welcome to the March 2020 layout update. In this layout update, I'm going to be going over the new layout and the huge changes that have been made to it, and I'm also going to be going over some new locomotives and some new rolling stock pieces that I've gotten in the last month. Let's start off with the new layout. Lots of changes have been made to this layout since the last time that you saw it. Last time that you saw it, we were just barely getting some of the foam down. Now you can see that all of the foam is down and the grades are starting to be cut into the foam. The grade is going to be fairly steep, which is going to make it interesting for operations. I don't mind a steeper grade since I'm modeling the Wisconsin and Southern on this layout, so we're not going to be running very big trains. And we're not going to be focusing on large unit trains like auto racks or intermodals. As you can see, the grade is looking very good, and we're starting to put some of the track down in different areas just to get an idea of what all we have to do before we actually start laying track. What we need to do mainly is get the grade smoothed out and completed, and then we can start putting roadbed and track down. Here's my favorite part of the layout so far. This is our Walther's Cornerstone Bridge Kit. My dad built this and weathered it up and then put this small Wisconsin and Southern logo on it to make it look even better. This bridge looks very good, and I'm looking forward to getting trains running over it because I think it's going to look awesome. We also have one other bridge. This is a Campbell kit that was built by my dad as well. It's all wood and it looks really awesome. We're going to put it somewhere in this area on the uphill side of the layout, but we haven't carved the grade on this side yet, so we're still figuring out exactly where we're going to put it. Probably the coolest thing that we've gotten for this layout so far is this turntable. This is a fully motorized turntable with almost everything that we need. We need to find one more part for it, and then it should work fine. The only thing that we need for this is either a push-button controller or a rotary controller. So I'm going to have to try and find one of those or see how we can build one to get this thing operating. It is super awesome looking, and I'm going to try and replace those Milwaukee road badges on the side of it with some Wisconsin and Southern logos. I might have mentioned this in a prior video, but all of the track that we are using on this layout is going to be Pico track. We're using Pico Code 83 Flex track, which is very, very nice flex track. And then we're using Pico Code 83 turnouts. We're using Insulfrog turnouts. I would have liked to go with the Electrofrog turnouts, but it would have been too expensive to get all the frog juicers and do all the wiring for them. Moving on to the operating layout, nothing much has changed. The only thing that's been added really is rolling stock and a few locomotives. Over the last month, I got these three Walther's mainline 40-foot boxcars. I think I got them for about $10 a piece at a garage sale. I've had a few of these Walther's 40-foot boxcars before, and I really liked them, but I had to sell them off because I got rid of all my 50s stuff, so I'm excited to get back into the 1950s era stuff, just to have a little bit of variety on the layout, so these are a perfect addition to that fleet. And then I also got this Athearn 40-foot woodside boxcar from Carter's Trains. This car is really cool, and all I really needed to do was put new couplers on it. A little while ago, I was given a whole bunch of old Athearn Blue Box rolling stock, and these are two of those pieces that I finally got running. I got Intermountain 33-inch metal wheel sets, and then KD number 5 couplers, and now they run flawlessly. I wouldn't mind weathering them both up and adding reflective striping to both of them to make them a little more modern. Up next is this Atlas Trainman 1937 AAR 40-foot boxcar kit. These are very inexpensive kits. You can get them for $15.95 over at Hiawatha Hobbies, and out of the box, they look very good, and they come with metal wheels, which is a very, very nice thing to have. Another car that I got is this Georgia Railroad USRA twin hopper from AccuRail. I got this kit for $17.98 at Hiawatha Hobbies. It was very easy to put together, and I really like how it looks. And I just used Intermountain 33-inch metal wheel sets and KD number 5 couplers, just like I did for all those gondolas. Up next are my two Athearn Rtr Two Window Cabooses. I got these both at Hiawatha Hobbies for $19.98, and I really like how they look. I have quite a decent-sized collection of cabooses, and I'm always looking to add more. Here's another car that I just recently got running. I've had this car forever. It's a custom painted and custom decaled Athearn Blue Box covered hopper. It looks really good, and I wouldn't mind adding just a little bit of weathering and reflective striping to it. But this one needed metal wheels and KD couplers as well, so since I bought so many to outfit those gondolas, I figured I'd do this one as well. I'm slowly working on converting all of the old cars that I have to metal wheels and KD couplers, along with all of the kits that I have that are not built. Here's my Walther's Trainline GP9M in the Wisconsin and Southern paint scheme. I've had this since Trainfest, and I just recently put DCC in it. I've had a ton of these Walther's Trainline GP9Ms over the years, and I really do like them. They are very basic to put DCC into, and they run very well. Although, a couple more things that I need to do to this one are replace the headlights, and then figure out what I did wrong with the wiring, because the shell isn't fitting properly. It's not actually snapping into place. So I'm going to have to go in there and move some wires around so that the shell will actually sit properly. Here's my new Walther's Proto 2000 GP60. I got this locomotive off of eBay for around $40. And the reason that it was so inexpensive was it's missing one radiator fan right here. That's the only thing that I could actually find wrong with this unit. Everything else seems to be fine. It runs great, and it looks very good. All I had to do to get it running was put a 9-pin DCC decoder in, and I just use a Soundtrax one. Whenever I'm converting something to just standard DCC no sound, I use a Soundtrax 9-pin decoder or 8-pin decoder. One odd thing about this locomotive is that the headlight is mounted on the nose, but for the locomotive itself, the headlight is actually up in the cab. I think what might have happened was the previous owner took the shell off and then put the headlight in the wrong place. So I'm just going to have to figure out how to move that light back down to the correct location, and then this locomotive will be good to go. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.